When it comes to selecting the most despised hockey players in NHL history, there's a delicate line between actual animosity, outright jealousy, and reluctant appreciation. So, while some hockey fans may dislike Sidney Crosby, Gordie Howe, Mark Meiser, Bob Probert, Maurice Richard, and Scott Stevens, to mention a few notable lightning rods, we've believed that there aren't enough good reasons to include them in here. So, without any further ado, here are the top 7 most disliked NHL players in history. Let's get started. Up first, we have Corey Perry. When Winnipeg Jets forward Mike Scheifele did something out of character to one of their players during the playoffs last year, the Canadiens were outraged. Sorry, but any organization that hires this has no right to protest. He depleted his supply of cards used on purpose by accident a decade ago. In the number 6 spot, we have Marty McSorley. McMeathead is mostly remembered for 2 things. 1, an outrageous 2-handed stick swipe late in a 2000s game that nearly killed Vancouver enforcer Donald Brasher. And 2, an illegal stick penalty in the 1993 Stanley Cup final that nearly cost the Kings' first ever league victory. While he had some talent, it was the cold-blooded head hit that would leave on his memory. It came with 3 seconds remaining in a rout. Dum-dee-dum-dum. In the number 5 spot, we have Eddie Shore. According to most accounts, the first great NHL defenseman was as cruel as he was as skillful. That is to say, extremely so. In an era before helmets, the future Hall of Famer was also on the verge of being the first NHL player to kill somebody on the ice. Ace Bailey, a Toronto star, was near death for days after suffering a major brain injury as a result of a tremendous collision from behind. Shore claimed the blow was unintentional, but he was nevertheless suspended for 21 games. Bailey's father was among the harsher critics, and he had a .45 revolver at the ready before a team official intervened. That, we're quite sure, is hate. In the number 4 spot, we have Todd Bertuzzi. Big Bert transformed from a semi-respected power forward to a nasty villain in one horrific sequence during the 2003 to 2004 season. Steve Moore, a Colorado Avalanche player, was knocked out, concussed, and suffered 3 broken vertebrae in his neck as a result of his sucker punch from behind. He never played another game after that. The culprit later apologized, but it was too late to repair the harm done to the victim, the sport, the league, and his legacy. In the number 3 spot, we have Sean Avery. This psychopath claims that he has been insane for as long as he can remember. "I'll never wait for somebody to tell me what the rules are," he explained. "I've always thought there was a way to get in through the back door." Physical and/or verbal assaults on everyone from his opponents to referees to law enforcement authorities to even the laws of the game were perpetrated through the back door. Even after he retired, the madman destroyed a neighbor's car mirror, claiming that he tried to run him over. In the number 2 spot, we have Chris Pronger. One would think that a 6'6" defenseman with tremendous talent would be a better human being. But in the instance of this ogre, one couldn't be more wrong. Wherever he went, he turned more stomachs than a week-old burrito. He wept his way out of Edmonton after one successful season, bailed on the Florida Panthers in the playoffs, and repeatedly criticized the media. When the prima donna didn't get his way and the refs let him get away with a lot, he resorted to enough elbows, high sticks, and foot stomping to merit not 2, not 4, not 6, but 8 suspensions. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we have Dave Schultz. Why this loser out of the dozens of Flyers over the years? It's a no-brainer. The Hammer was the baddest of the Broad Street bullies, the thugs who single-handedly pushed over the sport and league back years, if not decades. His high-knees attack on helpless New York Rangers defenseman Dale Rolfe in the 1974 playoffs was beyond repugnant and epitomized the nastiest of the time. If you do that on the street, you'll end up in jail. If you do that in the NHL, you'll be regarded as a tough person. Still perplexed as to how the best sport may have the worst league. Alright guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like rating down below. I'll see you guys next time and have a great day. Peace.